check out their website for all your equipment.
Works for you.
Welcome back to the Kennedy Implement broadcast booth. Be sure to check out their website for all your equipment needs.
The Retro in Phillip is a proud supporter of the Phillip Scotties, offering fresh homemade pizza and pitas made to order, with basic pizzas including specialty pizzas like taco, chicken garlic, bacon mac and cheese, breakfast and fruit. Plus they have gluten-free options with 16 different pitas to choose from, plus sandwiches, fried food, appetizers, soups and salads, and novelty and hard ice cream. Dine in or carry out from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday. That's the Retro in Phillip.
Be sure to check out their website for all your equipment needs.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
4E Foods, your locally owned, full-service.
Welcome back to the Kennedy Implement broadcast booth. Be sure to check out their website for all your equipment needs.
Grocery store in Phillip, South Dakota. We have everything you need, including roasted chicken and a full deli with homemade soups and salads. Choose from our nice selection of fresh-cut steaks and meats, plus a wide variety of fruits and vegetables, and so much more. We are open 7 days a week and are conveniently located at 101 East Pine Street. Feel free to give us a call at 605-859-2727.
Welcome back to the Kennedy Implement broadcast booth. Be sure to check out their website for all your equipment needs.
Scotties.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Nothing like kitchen conversation. Steam coming up off the stove. Photographs down the staircase showing our stories unfold. Home, home, home. I need a little taste of home.
Phillip Health Services proudly supports youth activities in our rural communities. Phillip Clinic and Kadoka Clinic physicians and caregivers will provide you and your family with a personalized care experience. The clinic staff extend a sense of family and strive to improve the quality of life for all those who are entrusted to their care. When you or a loved one needs medical attention, choose a personal care experience at Phillip or Kadoka Clinic. Open 6 days a week. For hours and more helpful information, see their weekly ad in the Pioneer Review or visit them online. Phillip Health Service, a personal care experience.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance.
Contact Donna Enders, your local Farmers Union Insurance agent, today. Check out Iverson Auto in Mitchell or Huron for great deals and top-notch service. Iverson Auto has it all. From the knowledgeable sales and finance teams to the experienced parts and service teams, plus the best detail shop in the region. Iverson Auto, 77 plus years in our community, locally owned and operated. We have always been here and always will be. Stop in for your next new or used ride or use one of our professional services at Iverson Auto in Mitchell and Huron, or browse our inventory online anytime at iversonauto.com.
Bottle and Vet Supply is a store like no other and has been located on Phillips Center Avenue since the 1960s. Bottle and Vet welcomes you to stop by the store to look around. Whether you're a regular customer or a new one, they probably have something you need. Bottle and Vet Supply provides livestock vaccines, veterinary supplies, tack, western wear, and boots. You'll find it all at Bottle and Vet.
Welcome to Buche Foods at Al's Oasis Plaza. My great-grandfather, Gus Buche, opened the first store in 1905. I'm R.F. Buche, the president of Buche Foods. We aren't your typical store. You'll find everything you need for your family. You'll save money, and I promise you're going to enjoy your grocery shopping experience. We carry a lot of locally produced products and some things you just aren't going to find anywhere else. South Dakota owned, family owned, Buche Foods. Welcome to Buche.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Colt's Nuts and Bolts in Phillip really has it all. You'll find steel products, GE kitchen appliances, kitchen decor, houseware, clothing, bugs and muck boots, and Milwaukee tools too. And you can get just the right color palette with Valspar paint. Take a look at the Ashley furniture they have and test out the amazing Rest mattresses. They also offer appliance repair and delivery. See all that they have to offer at Colt's Nuts and Bolts in Phillip.
When you visit a corporate pharmacy, you sometimes feel like a number waiting in line. At Dakota Country Pharmacy, we take pride in knowing our customers and take pride in the communities we serve. A difference you experience when walking through our doors. Doors that opened over 100 years ago, serving rural South Dakotans the best care possible. We exist to improve the quality of your life.
Phillip Building Center is your local full-service lumber yard, building materials, and hardware store ready to aid in all of your project needs. They offer steel buildings and custom sheds and encourage you to stop in for a quote or to learn more about their blow-in insulation trailer rentals, screen repairs, custom glass cutting, DeWalt and Stanley tools, PPG paints, stock tanks, electric fencing material, and plumbing supplies. They wish all area schools a successful and healthy sports season.
You often hear that there's no such thing as customer loyalty, that long-term partnerships don't exist, but we're living proof that it does. With some relationships spanning over 3 generations, and new ones on the horizon. First National Bank in Phillip, your partners in banking. Member FDIC.
Phillip Pit Stop is a local family-owned C-store for fuel and snacks. Located 1 block from the school, Phillip Pit Stop is open until 10 p.m. Buses are welcome. Warm up with coffee, cappuccino, or hot cocoa. Enjoy $1 fountain drinks or coffee if you bring your own cup, or free with a 10-gallon fuel fill. There's easy walk-through to Subway for hot sandwiches, wraps, soups, and made fresh daily cookies. They look forward to serving you at Phillip Pit Stop and Subway.
This is more than a bundle. It's more than a combo deal. It's not just stuff. This is your home, your car. And you want to give them the protection they deserve. With home and auto insurance. State Farm agents get it. It's why they're here.
In Phillip, talk to State Farm agent Jan Hewitt.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
The temps are dropping, but the deals are heating up at Grosenberg Implement. All used wheeled and tracked skid steers are now 2.99% for 48 months. Get the power you need to tackle those end-of-year projects, whether it's clearing up the yard, moving snow, or prepping for calving season. Stop in today and get your hands on a hard-working skid steer before the snow flies. For qualified buyers, 30% down payment or equivalent trade-in required. See dealer for complete details. Grosenberg Implement. Service, the other half of a great product.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
In today's economy, every dollar counts. To be certain you have the right insurance coverage at the right price, Bank West agents work with multiple companies to compare options on your behalf. Your Bank West agent can help you avoid paying too much, while assuring you have adequate coverage for those times when you need it most. Contact your local Bank West agent for a free policy review. Insurance products are not deposits, are not FDIC insured, and may lose value.
It's a particular kind of joy when people come together. There's really nothing like it. And isn't it amazing in that magic moment how all the distance between us, all the obstacles, just disappear? Wherever, whenever, however. Connecting you to what matters most.
Crew Agency has been proudly serving and protecting the local farmer and rancher since 1984. They offer all your crop insurance needs, including multi-peril crop insurance, pasture, rangeland, and forage, livestock risk protection, and crop hail. Crew Agency is a proud supporter of our local schools, athletics, and communities, and would like to wish all the student athletes good luck in their events this week. Give them a call at 605-433-5411. Crew Agency is an equal opportunity provider.
Phillip Motors, always willing to serve you with the winning combination of small-town friendly sales and service, and the latest vehicle and trucks from Ford, Lincoln, Dodge, and Chrysler. Your friends and neighbors across the West River Territory have come to depend on Phillip Motors, family-owned for over 40 years, offering a relaxing, down-to-earth, comfortable car shopping experience. Search online at phillipmotors.com or stop by and see their new and used inventory. Phillip Motors proudly supports Philip Scotties activities.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything.
Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
The Retro in Phillip is a proud supporter of the Phillip Scotties, offering fresh, homemade pizza and pitas made to order, with basic pizzas including specialty pizzas like taco, chicken garlic, bacon mac and cheese, breakfast and fruit. Plus they have gluten-free options with 16 different pitas to choose from, plus sandwiches, fried food, appetizers, soups and salads, and novelty and hard ice cream. Dine in or carry out from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday. That's the Retro in Phillip.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
4E Foods, your locally owned, full-service grocery store in Phillip, South Dakota. We have everything you need, including roasted chicken and a full deli with homemade soups and salads. Choose from our nice selection of fresh-cut steaks and meats, plus a wide variety of fruits and vegetables, and so much more. We are open 7 days a week and are conveniently located at 101 East Pine Street. Feel free to give us a call at 605-859-2727. 4E Foods, proud supporters of the Phillip Scotties.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Nothing like kitchen conversation. Steam coming up off the stove. Photographs down the staircase showing our stories unfold. I need a little taste of home.
Phillip Health Services proudly supports youth activities in our rural communities. Phillip Clinic and Kadoka Clinic physicians and caregivers will provide you and your family with a personalized care experience. The clinic staff extend a sense of family and strive to improve the quality of life for all those who are entrusted to their care. When you or a loved one needs medical attention, choose a personal care experience at Phillip or Kadoka Clinic. Open 6 days a week for hours and more helpful information. See their weekly ad in the Pioneer Review or visit them online. Phillip Health Service, a personal care experience.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance.
Contact Donna Enders, your local Farmers Union Insurance agent, today.
Check out Iverson Auto in Mitchell or Huron for great deals and top-notch service. Iverson Auto has it all. From the knowledgeable sales and finance teams to the experienced parts and service teams, plus the best detail shop in the region. Iverson Auto, 77 plus years in our community, locally owned and operated. We have always been here and always will be. Stop in for your next new or used ride or use one of our professional services at Iverson Auto in Mitchell and Huron, or browse our inventory online anytime at iversonauto.com.
Bottle and Vet Supply is a store like no other and has been located on Phillips Center Avenue since the 1960s. Bottle and Vet welcomes you to stop by the store to look around. Whether you're a regular customer or a new one, they probably have something you need. Bottle and Vet Supply provides livestock vaccines, veterinary supplies, tack, western wear, and boots. You'll find it all at Bottle and Vet.
Welcome to Buche Foods at Al's Oasis Plaza. My great-grandfather, Gus Buche, opened the first store in 1905. I'm R.F. Buche, the president of Buche Foods. We aren't your typical store. You'll find everything you need for your family. You'll save money, and I promise you're going to enjoy your grocery shopping experience. We carry a lot of locally produced products and some things you just aren't going to find anywhere else. South Dakota owned, family owned, Buche Foods. Welcome to Buche Foods.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Colt's Nuts and Bolts in Phillip really has it all. You'll find steel products, GE kitchen appliances, kitchen decor, houseware, clothing, bugs and muck boots, and Milwaukee tools too. And you can get just the right color palette with Valspar paint. Take a look at the Ashley furniture they have and test out the amazing Rest mattresses. They also offer appliance repair and delivery. See all that they have to offer at Colt's Nuts and Bolts in Phillip.
When you visit a corporate pharmacy, you sometimes feel like a number waiting in line. At Dakota Country Pharmacy, we take pride in knowing our customers and take pride in the communities we serve. A difference you experience when walking through our doors. Doors that opened over 100 years ago, serving rural South Dakotans the best care possible. We exist to improve the quality of your life.
Phillip Building Center is your local full-service lumber yard, building materials, and hardware store ready to aid in all of your project needs. They offer steel buildings and custom sheds and encourage you to stop in for a quote or to learn more about their blow-in insulation trailer rentals, screen repairs, custom glass cutting, DeWalt and Stanley tools, PPG paints, stock tanks, electric fencing material, and plumbing supplies. They wish all area schools a successful and healthy sports season.
You often hear that there's no such thing as customer loyalty, that long-term partnerships don't exist, but we're living proof that it does. With some relationships spanning over 3 generations, and new ones on the horizon. First National Bank in Phillip, your partners in banking, member FDIC.
Phillip Pit Stop is a local family-owned C-store for fuel and snacks. Located 1 block from the school, Phillip Pit Stop is open until 10 p.m. Buses are welcome. Warm up with coffee, cappuccino, or hot cocoa. Enjoy $1 fountain drinks or coffee if you bring your own cup, or free with a 10-gallon fuel fill. There's easy walk-through to Subway for hot sandwiches, wraps, soups, and made fresh daily cookies. They look forward to serving you at Phillip Pit Stop and Subway.
This is more than a bundle. It's more than a combo deal. It's not just stuff. This is your home, your car. And you want to give them the protection they deserve. With home and auto insurance. State Farm agents get it. It's why they're here.
In Phillip, talk to State Farm agent Jan Hewitt.
Welcome back to the Kennedy Implement broadcast booth. Be sure to check out their website for all your equipment needs.
Welcome, football fans. It's Thursday Night Lights playoff edition. Joel Spry, Brad Heltzel, Terry Henry running the tech specs for us tonight. Hey, here we are, Phillip, South Dakota. Beautiful fall evening. Sun is set. It's not going to be blaring in our face, Brad, tonight. And we've got Phillip Scotties, quarterfinal round of 9A playoffs versus the Estelline-Hendricks Redhawks. We're going to do a little pregame here. Brad, let's go ahead and you kick it off with a little showcase of Estelline-Hendricks for us, if you could, please.
Okay. So, yeah, everybody tuning in there from East River, welcome. Beautiful night here in Phillip. So the Phillip Scotties here in the first round. We're going to take on Estelline-Hendricks Redhawks at 4-4 on the season. They're a good football team. They're a double-wing football team. They will go into shotgun if they need to, but that's what they want to do. They want to ground and pound. It's basically, for us around here, it's like a Kadoka offense. They're going to stick to that double wing. If that doesn't work, they'll go into some shotgun, try some jet sweeps. They don't throw the ball a lot. I think if I read that right, I think the quarterback only had maybe like 17 pass attempts on the season. But not saying they can't. What they'll do is they'll run those short pitches and they'll live on those 3-yard gains, and then they'll pull that play action, try to throw one over the top of your head. That's kind of how the passing game of a double wing works, is pound, 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 and then as soon as you get the safeties creeping up and they know a run's coming, they'll pull it, and they'll try to throw it to an end over their head or a back coming out of the backfield. But for Estelline-Hendricks, Estelline is, I believe, right between Brookings and Watertown, maybe right, just north of Brookings there. Yeah. And then Hendricks is actually in Minnesota, just across the border. I'm not sure how far in, but into Minnesota. So they were out here a couple of years ago, about 50 miles, Terry says, into Minnesota. So Estelline they've been out here. So some of these kids, some of the young kids probably made that trip when they came out here. But yeah, you're going to see number 4, Reagan Schwartz, is probably their main tailback. That's a kid that's probably going to get the most carries. Quarterback and is going to be Cameron Houck, 5'10", 165-pound junior. So they got a couple of juniors on this team, so they'll have their kids for a couple of years there. On defense, number 80 is kind of their main guy. He plays the defensive line. Karsten Sathoff, he's the DN, and they'll rotate him around to the strong side of the field, the wide side of the field, I should say, to try to stop the sweeps and things. But so that's what you're going to see tonight. You're going to see a lot of ground and pound, and if they can't move the ball in the double wing, you'll see them going into the shotgun.
Very good. Thanks, Brad. So Phillip Scotties coming in 6-1 record, finished the season on a strong note. Railed off 6 wins in a row, averaging about 35 points a game. Defense giving up about 24. Really led by a couple senior running backs, Latham Gabriel, Tice Groper in the backfield, but you're going to see Tegan Groper also be able to run the football. And they do have a little bit of a passing game if they need it. They haven't really needed it much. Kind of the three-headed monster from a rushing attack on offense for the Scotties has worked really, really well. You've got a seasoned offensive line that's done a really nice job of blocking up front. And, so I would expect to see that. Of course, the test tonight against Estelline-Hendricks. A little bit bigger of a ball club, looking at just the optics of the field here, they're a little bigger kids than the typical West River teams that we're seeing. So
we see that all the time.
Yeah, we talk about that a lot, kind of the idea of, there's just some bigger kids that kind of come in. But expect the Scotties to look to control this line of scrimmage, right away, but also have some breakaway plays in their playbook offensively. From a defensive perspective, again, against this double wing offense they're going to face, that again, you'd reference Kadoka, that we play Kadoka every year. We're used to it, but a lot of the just staying assignment friendly defensive football is the name of the game. Guys keying on the right people and not getting sucked inside. There's a lot of misdirection. Sometimes you don't even know who has the football, but it's all about the defense just kind of playing their keys and creating a mess in the middle and making them have to get outside where your safeties and corners and people like that can kind of clean things up. Defensive end play is going to have to be very, very good. For the Scotties, they are, unfortunately, Christopher Lurs is out for, it sounds like, probably the rest of the season. Yeah. So there's going to be some young guys that are going to have to step up. Not that Christopher, definitely a seasoned player, so you're going to have to see somebody step up. But I do see that Carson Burns is back in the lineup. I think that'll be very helpful, specifically on the defensive line.
Yeah. And I think Jackson Rhodes maybe is filling in, too.
Yes.
Jackson's played really well.
He has. He's a young player.
Sophomore.
But at this point in the game, anybody that's had any playing time, this is varsity football.
Right. Yeah, you're not sophomores anymore.
No, you're a seasoned player at that point.
Yep.
It doesn't matter what grade they're in at that point. So, look for the Scotties defensively to do what they can to stop them, maybe create a turnover, and play their brand of football where they have possessions and move the ball down the field, and it's going to be a great game tonight, Brad.
Yeah, when you play those double wing offenses like that, if you don't make those stops on third down, they will keep the ball for 8 minutes. You might only get the ball once or twice a quarter, so you have to make it pay. When you get the ball, you have to make it pay off. So
absolutely.
That's what we'll shoot for.
Well, thanks for joining us. We're going to have the national anthem, and then we'll be back for some live action here in just a little bit.
Active duty military personnel or veterans not in uniform may salute the flag.
All right, football fans. First, give a little shout-out to the Philip Scotties Pet Band, best band in the land. I know that's a coin phrase taken from somewhere else, but I'm going to give a little shout-out to our pet band, something that's coming up as we're waiting for the coin flip and things like that. Our pet band, Philip Scotties Pet Band, has the opportunity to actually play as the pet band at the South Dakota State versus Montana Grizz, Lady Grizz basketball game at the Monument. I believe that one's in November sometime. So the Philip Scotties Pet Band was invited to be the band of that. And then they get to play a second game against University of South Dakota is playing against Air Force Academy in December. And that's a men's game, again, at the Monument. Yeah, so
it's awesome
honor.
That they get that recognition.
Yeah, that's not something that happens.
Much deserved. Yeah, they're amazing. We've been to all kinds of schools. We go to all kinds of games throughout the state. And, boy, I'd put our band against anybody. I really would. Even some big schools, I'd put our band up against anybody.
Well,
and
maybe even, we've been to some collegiate events, and we won't say names or schools because we don't want to do that. But there may have been a comment or two about our high school band even be, and for not having a marching band or anything like that because we're just too small. But yeah, so props to them. I know you expected to hear us talk about football, but we got to give a shout out to our band.
Absolutely.
So as we're down that road, as we're waiting for the coin flip and such, we also want to give a big shout out to the Phillip High School cross country team. Headed off to state in Huron, which will be on Saturday. Scotty boys going in as the defending back-to-back champions, looking for a potential four-peat, which has never happened at the Class B level.
Awesome.
We've got a crew of fellows that have, some of them have been waiting their turn. Some of them have been part of some of those championships. The pedigree, the work ethic led by Coach Crutch, who was just named Great Plains Conference Coach of the Year again.
Much deserved.
What a program. It's a testament to hard work and just developing. It's hard to put into words how successful and what a great program. And what's really fun to see is the way that they're developing it, even with some young kids. They have like 40 or 50, elementary age kids that are doing little program stuff too.
Yeah, and we know how hard it is to win one state title. To win 3 is incredible.
And 3 in a
go
row,
for a 4,
and a
that's
potential
incredible.
4th in a row. So
good luck to those guys.
Yeah,
all
fantastic.
All of them, gals and ladies.
Yes,
down there in Huron on Saturday morning.
Absolutely, good luck to them. I know Philip Scotties volleyball in action. Coming up next week as their regular season gets to wrap up. But here we are, getting ready for kickoff. Looks like the Scotties will receive the opening kick here in tonight's game. Again, Philip Scotties, Estelline-Hendricks Redhawks. We're getting ready to kick it off. Playoff football action. Philip, South Dakota. Beautiful fall night.
Hamburger smoke all over the field.
Yeah,
looks like pyrotechnics. That's
not
not
looks
pyro.
Like we got.
If you think we're shooting fireworks, we're not. We're not that fancy.
Yeah, it's our pregame
burgers,
atmosphere
it's
here.
burgers, but smells good.
All right, well, we're going to be in for a great night of football here.
We got Travis Turk on the PA tonight. We are also on, is it KPLO, the radio? We're on the radio tonight. I think
looks like a short kick, and Latham Gabriel gets it and wisely kneels on it on the Scotties 35-yard line where they'll take over. First possession of the night. Absolutely.
Yeah, so we'll see. I think you can obviously look on the field and you can see that Estelline probably has the height advantage on us. I think that we've got the speed, so we're going to attack the outsides, I'm sure. Coach Sudbeck's watched the tapes just like we have, and he knows where to go. He knows the weaknesses. And we're going to start with a false start. Not exactly what we wanted to do.
No, that's definitely, I was going to make mention, the game of football comes down to, some key fundamentals, right? Blocking, tackling, error-free football, the ability to create a turnover or two. That's fundamental football right there, and right out of the gate.
And that could just be some jitters, some nerves. It's, it's the playoffs. Win or go home. Win or go home.
That's right. The new season has began.
Yep. So there will be some nerves once they get their pads popping a little bit. They'll get right back into the game. So Tice Groper will take it around the left side. Short gain.
Yep. Looks like he picks up 3 yards there. Looking at a 2nd and 12.
So up on the line for the Scotties, we'll have number 19, Stetson Jones, 54, Ethan Harris, I believe it's 26, Oakley Menzel, 58, Cole Finn, and number 81, Jackson Rhodes.
Scotty's coming out with 3 receivers to the right.
They're going to pitch right to Latham Gabriel. There's nowhere to go out there.
Yeah, Estelline did a great job of a little pursuit and just taking away those cutback lanes, and a good team tackle there to set up a long 3rd and 12 on this first possession for the Scotties.
Yep. So Estelline has watched their film as well. Yeah, they have not given up anything.
Yeah, at this point in the season, there's not a lot of secrets, Brad. As you know, watching a lot of game film over the years, on lots of different area. Usually even if there's not familiarity by similar foes, there's so much video out there anymore that you're able to key in on a lot of things.
Yeah, with the live tickets and things, it makes it so much easier to be able to watch some games that they've played throughout the year. So they know the Scotties are going to try to get to the outsides. There's a screen to the left, and we've got it blocked up. Estelline is tackling. They came to play. They're here to play tonight.
Yeah, give credit to the Red Hawk defense coming right out. Scotties didn't do themselves any favor getting behind the chains right out of the gate. But, there's going to be some nerves. This first quarter is going to be a lot of the reality of not playing teams in the same season or even having familiarity with it. There's a fill-out period that film doesn't actually show you. So I would expect, I'd expect there to be a few of those kinds of things right out of the gate here. Low snap, fielded, short punt down the middle with a good roll. And it looks like Estelline will take over from their own 37-yard line, so kind of similar field position to the Scotties. And this will be the Red Hawks' first look offensively.
And what have we put up the last 2 games? 84 points, something like 88 points, I think. So
I believe you're right.
So Scotties can score a lot of points. We've given up a lot of points in the last 2 weeks too. So we've been involved in some shootouts. We'll just say that the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, something that we're not, last couple seasons not really used to. But you know what? The Scotties found a way to get the dub. So there's some resiliency they've built within that as well too. All right, Redhawks take over first possession, 1st and 10 again from their own 37-yard line.
They'll come out in their double wing, and they're going to start with a pass. So right when I said they don't like to throw the ball, what do? First play of the game, which is, again, like you say, feeling it out. They know Phillip probably doesn't expect it. That was covered really well. The outside corner kind of was ready for that. So there you go. Trying a little bit of unexpected plays.
Yeah,
right off the
and
bat.
really, there's a lot of familiarity with this offense. At once upon a time, even the Scotties ran something similar to that. But so there is an ability to throw the football out of that. But typically, it's a power running situation.
Yep. And they're going to go toss right to Schmidt, number 4. He is a hard-running kid. Ooh, he was a tackle away from breaking one. He's going to pick up a first down.
Yeah, just patience.
About a 20-yard
stay
gain.
behind his blocks, and he's going to be a tough tackle.
Yep. That is Reagan Schwartz, a 5'10", 175-pound junior.
Yeah, you talked about him a little bit pregame. Kind of sounds like offense from explosiveness goes through him.
He's their main ball carrier. He's their guy on offense. That's who they want to carry the ball. And the other tailback, number 1, I believe it is, Cooper Schaefer. Schaefer will come in motion. He'll take the short pitch. And thus far, the Scotties have not stopped the run.
Yeah, a little bit of a right now. It's a couple 3 running plays, but line of scrimmage, it starts there. Who's going to control that line of scrimmage? And right now, the Redhawks have the upper hand.
Yep.
So they get the ball past the 50-yard line, sitting in Scotty territory on the Scotties' 37-yard line. Here, first quarter action, 8 and change to go.
Scotty's all tight to the line. That's going to be Schmidt again. He's going to go around the right side. He's going to pick up first down. So about a 4-yard gain, but it's good enough for a first down.
And the key when you run that kind of offense is you got to stay in front of the chains.
Yeah.
Meaning that you got to have positive plays. And typically, offense like that, you're gonna be comfortable with that 3-4 yard situation. And again, you're going to do that because you eat clock, you keep momentum moving forward. So the Scotties got to find a way to either create a turnover or get a stop here to make them one-dimensional.
Right, and that's kind of what we said at the beginning of the broadcast is you might only get one possession a quarter if you can't stop it. And so right now we're giving up some good chunks, and just like any double wing, Estelline's going to live on those 3-4 yard gains. They'll take them all night over and over and over and over.
Yeah, it's definitely a grinding offense. So when it's fresh, it's early. Sometimes you'll see, just like we're seeing right now, where they kind of march it down the field.
Yep.
With fresh legs, you kind of lean on it. I mean, a lot of these kids play, the majority of them play both ways. But it's definitely a grinder-type offense, too. So we'll see, keep that thought in mind as the game gets later into the third quarter, fourth quarter. That dynamic could change.
Schmidt will take it around the right side. And another good gain. He's going to be, a couple yards short. It'll be 3rd and 2, we'll call it.
Yeah, 3rd and 2. Sitting on the Scotties 27, 15-ish and counting to go here, first quarter action. The sun is officially behind the west horizon. Beautiful, beautiful sunset, though. We'll see if the Scotties can get a stop here on 3rd and short.
Estelline will pitch right again, and there's a good play. Looks like Tell Groper came up. Tell shot the hole, shot the gap. Made a good tackle. I think he's about a yard short of the first down, so it'll be 4th down. But double wing, this is absolutely where they're going for it here.
I was not even going to talk about punt.
Quarterback keep, maybe a little fullback dive. So it's a big play. Oh, he kind of fumbled the snap. I'm not sure if he got it. I don't think he did. I don't think he got it. It looked like I think he kind of bobbled the snap.
It looks like the marker's right on the 25, and it looks.
They did.
Oh, they did give him. So it looks like the.
That was close. I think he maybe bobbled the snap just a little bit. And watching the game film, I did notice that they had some quarterback center exchange issues in that game against DeSmet, and but he recovered it nonetheless.
Yeah, first down.
Got it off.
So first down right at the 25-yard line of the Scotties for Estelline.
And that would have been number 6 quarterback Cameron Hauk. So they'll go toss left to Schaefer.
Scotties did a good job of really good job already of making some adjustments. You can see really some of their linebacker flow as far as filling those lanes, because that's the reality of this offense is defensively there's lanes for your linebackers to fill, and as long as they fill those quickly, they eliminate a blocker getting out to that spot.
Yeah, if you wait until those pulling guards get through, and then that quarterback usually pitches, and then himself is a lead blocker through that hole. So, yeah, if you don't meet it at the hole, you can get a lot coming your way. So this one they're going to try to get outside a little bit more, and another good play there by the Skies. So Scotties are getting a little bit better here. We're only giving up a couple 2-yard gains instead of bigger gains.
Yeah, and this is exactly what the Scotties D wants to do. Puts them in 3rd and long. They're looking at a 3rd and 7.
This is not where Estelline wants to be.
No, and this is definitely, 2-play territory for the Redhawks.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a situation. They got 2 plays in mind here to pick up these 7 yards. But, the Scotties have definitely firmed up their D.
Yep, so a little bit longer could come with a play-action pass. They may hit the reverse out of there. Oh, good. They stuffed it. There you go. That would have been 44. Tel Groper again shoots the hole. So that's going to put them at 4th and long. They're definitely, obviously, within excuse me. So that'll be 4th and long. This will be maybe their play-action pass, some sort of a reverse out of here. They did go into the shotgun the games I watched. They'll go too wide and try to run a jet sweep or a quick pass or something like that. We'll see what Philip does here.
On that last defensive play, it was really good to see Carson Burns back in the action. I saw him come off the bottom of that pile. He's definitely turned, this senior season, he's really made the most of his opportunity, and he's been missed defensively.
Yep, I talked to him a week or so ago, and he was just beaming that he was going to make it back in time for the playoff game. So some good, great play out there. Tice Groper, who put the pressure on? Stetson Jones put the pressure on him.
Great.
So the Scotties bounced back, gave up a couple of gashing runs to start, and then settled in. And you made a good point. That's kind of a typical double wing. Sometimes it just takes a few minutes, and then you kind of settle into what you need to do to stop it. And so the Scotties bounced back and did a good job. Gave up a couple of chunk plays. Got the ball back here on their own 25-yard line. So we're going to get outside Tice Groper, try to spread him out a little bit, and Tice gets a good gain on 1st down. We'll give him about 7 on the first. 7 off 1st down, 7-8 yards.
Yeah, that was a good adjustment there, and really they were running right at us, but it was good to see some good downfield blocking. He found a lane, planted a foot, and just took that positive yard. Yep. So that's been the best offensive play for us on the early evenings. Scotty's second possession, 3:30 and counting to go here, first quarter action.
Number 90, Zachary Griffin will check into the ball game on the defensive line. So the Redhawks are going with a 4-man line. Tegan Groper, quarterback draw all the way, a nice 15 yards on
Absolutely,
that.
Yeah, and that's, Terry kind of over the shoulder kind of pointed out. He said, hey, it looks like, Scotty's offensively, they're spreading them out a little bit, getting their defense to stretch. Now it's opening up those running lanes, and a great play call. And, that's something that Tegan is sometimes forgotten a little bit with, Tice and Latham kind of carrying the lion's share, but he's a heck of a runner and just a sophomore quarterback, second season as our starting quarterback.
Yep. He's so shifty. Once he gets in the open field, he is tough to get down to the ground.
Absolutely. Scotty's getting close to midfield here.
This is going to be Latham Gabriel. Give him a couple, 2-3 yards off 1st down.
Yeah, picked up a couple positive yards. Good hard run. Latham Gabriel has had a fantastic senior season, really came into his own this year, became really kind of the power back,
he did.
For our offense, which, we've got that luxury. Scotties have, again, 3 guys that can run the football as needed, and they still have a passing game that they haven't had to use particularly, but it's there.
It is, yep. And like you say, Tice will bounce them out a little bit, the speed back, and then you give it to Latham, and he pounds it through the middle, and then you keep it, and Tegan runs the ball.
That's right. And then right there, that was just a great straight-ahead run by Tice Groper, picking up another 1st down for the Scotties as they're into Redhawk territory on the 40-yard line. About 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. And even with Estelline, that drive that they had, I mean, they burned 6 minutes off the clock. They didn't score points, but they burned up a lot of clock.
Yeah, two running football teams. That clock is going to run. We'll be home in about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I think this will be a quick game if it continues like that. So it's going to be Weston Reedy. Ball came out. I think they're going to say the ground. Say the ground caused that, maybe?
Yeah, I think that they said that he was down. Yeah, Weston Reedy running a little jet sweep. But yeah, a solid 5-yard run. Weston Reedy, just a young player coming in, real shifty, undersized at this point, and yeah, he's probably going to grow some, but man, he's quick.
He is very quick. Yeah, you can. I've seen dynamite football players that you don't have to be 6 foot, 190 pounds to be a dynamite football player. As long as you're fast, you can survive it. If you're not that big, if you're fast. Tegan Groper gets the line dance a little bit, decides to go to the right, so it's going to leave it at 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Yeah, still picked up great positive yards. I mean, Estelline did a great job of stopping that play at the line of scrimmage, and that was all Tegan Groper with his skill to be able to find a little space and pick up 3 yards there to make it third manageable. Definitely in two-play territory here.
Scotties will come out in the eye. It'll be Latham Gabriel dot in the eye. He'll take the handoff off the right side. He's initially contacted behind the line. He kept the feet driving, and he got close.
Yeah, looking at the marker, it's a long way over there.
I think they're going to call it 4th. So we'll call it 4th and inches, probably. Yeah. So Scotty's well within the territory of going for it on 4th down here.
Yeah, you're deep in their territory. Even, I feel confident they'll get it, but even if you don't, it makes for a long field for the Redhawks.
So the Scotties will come out in the I formation. You can see the Estelline backers are up, and then the quarter.
Yeah, that was the quarter. As you said, that quarter flew by.
I don't know what time we kicked off, but that couldn't have. Real time, that could have been 20 minutes, could it?
Yeah, I don't.
One incomplete pass.
Yeah. Very good. All right, we're going to take a quick quarter break. We're going to go to some commercials and thank our sponsors for supporting Philip Scotties Live. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Hard and our thoughts get too much to bear. Finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
The temps are dropping, but the deals are heating up at Grosenberg Implement. All used wheeled and tracked skid steers are now 2.99% for 48 months. Get the power you need to tackle those end-of-year projects, whether it's clearing up the yard, moving snow, or prepping for calving season. Stop in today and get your hands on a hard-working skid steer before the snow flies. For qualified buyers, 30% down payment or equivalent trade-in required. See dealer for complete details. Grosenberg Implement. Service. The other half of a great product.
Do you have a back to the Kennedy Implement broadcast booth? Be sure to check out their website for all your equipment needs.
All right, 4th down. There goes Tice Groper around the right side.
They're not going to catch. Oh, just tripped up. A nice tackle out there by. Can't see who that is. Is that 5 maybe for Estelline?
I can't tell either.
It's hard to see. The red numbers are pretty hard to read, but so it was 4th and inches. Tegan took a dive, handoff, bounced it outside, or Tice, took a dive, handoff, bounced it out around the right-hand side for a huge gain. Puts them at about 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. They on the 5? 3 maybe?
Yeah, they might even be about the 3-yard line, yeah.
The Scotties will come out in the I formation. They'll give to Gabriel, and Gabriel's going to bounce it out. He's got one man to beat, number 6. That was a good tackle.
They call him down just short.
Out came up on a touchdown-saving tackle.
Yep, just short there.
Well, Scotty's knocking on the door. It is about, I don't think you can get closer than that. It's 2nd in a couple of inches.
Yeah, you can see the white line just in front of the football. Well, Scotty's looking to be in good shape here. Early 2nd quarter action for first score of the game.
They're going to come out in the wishbone. Groper under center. He's going to give to Gabriel, and Gabriel is going to go in around the right side. Touchdown, Philip Scotties. Scotties on the board first.
That's right. Scotties strike pay dirt first, 11:07 in the second quarter to go up 6-0. It looks like a 2-point conversion coming.
Tice Groper kind of set it up and teed it up, and Latham Gabriel hammered it home. Well, Scotties will go for 2, it looks like. We've attempted a few extra points this year.
Yeah,
Carson Fugate can kick some extra points, but Coach Sedbeck elects to go for 2. They'll go out of the shotgun, sweep right, and they are through the backfield in a hurry. Tice Groper still dancing, and he's in.
He found a way to get in.
I don't know how
Wow.
he did that, but Tice was stopped 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it was the case
moving.
of he just had his jersey, and Tice may not be massive in stature, but he's a strong kid, and he just kept the motor running and found a way to get free and found a way to put 2 points on the board. So Scotties go up 8-0, 11:07 to go. Second quarter action here in the first round of the playoffs.
Yep. Tice never stops. The feet never stop. The legs never stop pumping. So he is not down until that whistle blows and he is on the ground.
That's right.
He is tough to bring down. So
yeah, great second possession for the Scotties, and really they've had the football twice and put some points on the board. We've said it a couple times. We'll probably continue to say it, but this game, the clock is going to roll through it, so those points are at a premium at this point in this particular type of a football game. It could change. It's early, but reality says, based on the kinds of offenses we have, this game's going to go very, very quickly.
Yep. So deep is going to be number 1, Schaefer, and number 4, Schwartz are going to be deep. Schwartz, watching the film, he returns some very good kickoffs. I did talk to Coach Sedbeck a little bit this week, and so you really got to be careful. Number 4 likes to take it around the right side, and he had a couple of big returns against DeSmet. So they know that. They're going to kick to the up man. 28 does a very good job fielding that ball. That is Jonathan Williams, a junior. Kind of field that off the hop, and they're going to have great field position on the 40-yard line.
Yep, Carson Fugate did a good job coming up, containing, and, here we go.
So
Redhawks.
If you're the Redhawks here, this drive is huge because they are not built to come from behind. They don't want to have to try to score 3 touchdowns. That's just not what a double-wing offense. Double-wing offense is keep the ball away from your opponents and score every drive if possible. So this is a huge drive for them. They're going to come out in a short shotgun. They have a little bit of an issue at the snap, but that caused Schmidt just got a hole. I think that the timing of that play was so disrupted that it disrupted the defense as well.
Yeah.
So they had a little bit of a missed snap. The ball kind of ended up on the ground. He picked it up, gave it to Schmidt, and Schmidt went around the right side for a nice gain.
Yeah, quickly picked up just shy of 20 yards on that play. But, yeah, broken play all day. But you know what? Schwartz made the most of it there.
So you can see the Estelline is already adjusted. Maybe they're just not confident the double wing is going to get it done. So they've come out with this, I don't know what you call it, short shotgun wing left formation, and it's given Schmidt a couple of good gains off of here.
Yeah, what do they refer to that, like a little pistol, kind of a pistol formation?
I guess that would be right.
Yeah.
They've got two blockers to the right side, and Schmidt will stay back with the quarterback kind of to his left, and they've run the same play twice and been effective.
Yeah, it gives them some options to where, instead of handing that ball off, that the quarterback can actually, kind of gives them some run pass, but more run options that are tougher to defend potentially.
So here they come out in their pistol again. They're going to run the same play 3 times in a row. That's the if it isn't broke, don't fix it type of deal. If it's working,
absolutely.
Stop you.
And the reality, that's a setup as you watch the fake with the quarterback. That's a pull and a quick spin around, and then it's a bootleg to the left side, to the open side of the field. So we'll see if the Scotties can stay disciplined on defense on that far side of the wide side of the field. So yeah, they're looking at what, third and 3, third and 4.
They go back into their standard double wing formation. They'll go Schmidt around the left side. He hangs inside, bounces it out. It's a foot race with Owen Turkelson. I think Owen pushed him out about close to the 10-yard line, so that was a huge gain. So There it is. They kind of suck you in, lull you to sleep, and Schmidt bounced it outside for a big gain.
Yeah, that was just kind of made mention. When you look at a football field, the expectation for offensives like this, you're going to run to the wide side of the field, and unfortunately, Scotty defensively didn't get out there quick enough. And testament to the Redhawks, they got a big gain.
Yep. So they're going to be inside the 10 because it is 1st and goal. They'll go Schmidt again around the left, and he's tripped up in the middle. Short gain off 1st down. So Carson Burns in on the tackle on defense. Got Tell Groper, Stetson Jones, Ethan Harris, Cole Finn on the line. Tice, Groper, Tell Groper, Owen Turkelson, Latham Gabriel, Tegan Groper as your backs, defensive backs. Redhawks come out in wishbone. Schmidt around the right side, pitch, bobbles it, and he is going to get in.
Yep, gets around that right side. Hey, big response by the Redhawks right there. We were just talking about their ability to get up and down the field quickly, and I think they just showed that, hey, you know what, we can score in short order. I mean, that was probably a 6-play drive right there. They started on their own 40-yard line, just marched
Yep, I think that little wrinkle they threw in there with the pistol formation, probably had not seen that on film yet, so kudos to their coaching staff. Schmidt around the left side. He's going to be in.
Well, we've got a ball game, Brad.
Tied.
Not that we were expecting anything less.
No.
You throw records out the window. We made mention of that before the game ever started. This is playoff football. This is a fresh season right here. Estelline-Hendricks coming into the season, you can't ever look at records. We talked about this, not necessarily on live, but the reality is the quality of the opponents that a lot of the teams play that have the luxury in the communities in the eastern part of the state. You could have 5 school districts within a 20-mile radius, versus things out here. It's a little bit different. It's just the quality. At times there's a quality of consistent competition that doesn't always equate to a record situation.
No.
So you got to come in playing football eyes wide open.
We've coached enough, watched enough film. We could care less if they're 4-4 or 3-5. That doesn't matter to us. We don't buy into the records by any means.
Yeah, this is a ball game that it's going to be all about adjustments at this point. And I'm looking for kind of the opportunity for some turnovers. Find a way to seize some series without completely destroying a clock. 8:34 to go, second quarter.
I think the big thing on that one is Estelline played clean.
Absolutely.
There was no penalties. They didn't play behind the chains. Every gain was positive to start off, that drive. And when they can stay out in front like that, when they can play clean, they're tough to stop.
Yeah, and it started off with a fumbled snap, pickup for a 20-yard gain. So, right now they found ways to kind of deal with a little bit of adversity on their own and persevere through.
So they've got a tight kickoff formation.
Almost like a V formation.
Yeah, which can make it, onside kicking, and there they go. And Jackson Rhodes does a nice job. Heads up play. Jackson was on that front line. He was ready. So that's going to give the Scotties excellent starting field position. But the Redhawks, that's how they kick off, even if they kick off deep. So you never really know where that ball's coming.
Right.
It could be
that was an
excellent
short or onside kick. Yeah, it took that beautiful big hop, and thankfully Jackson Rhodes, 6'2",
right,
good hands,
went up and rebounded that ball,
and wisely got down, so he didn't get destroyed.
And that's big. The young guys being involved, being in the game. Knowing the situation, knowing what to look for, that was huge. The Scotties will come out, 2 wide receivers to the right, and they're going to go Tegan Groper on the left side. He puts a move on one defender. He's got a good gain to start the drive. So he's got about 3-4 yards.
Yeah, good run. Little misdirection, found a way to get kind of to the outside onto the edge, and
good tackle there by number 5. Caleb Luckhurst, senior defensive back.
All right, Scotty's looking at a 2nd and 6.
Tegan Groper slashes through for a huge gain. If you watch Estelline, their front defensive linemen, they don't really shoot through the line. they kind of try to stand their guy up, and then they shift with the line. So they're not really penetrating into the backfield. They're waiting for the backs to get to them, and then they're trying to catch them at the line. So I kind of noticed that on film that they don't necessarily penetrate through the line. They
just
try
clog
to
holes.
Yeah, they try to go left to right and clog holes.
Well, Scotties pick up a first down there.
I say that, and then they blitz through.
Yeah.
I believe that was number 5. Again.
And that's the fun part about what we get to do. About the time that you think you have something kind of figured out,
right,
something changes, and that's okay. That's football, and that's what makes it fun.
So they sent the backer, I think, on that time. Luckhurst shot through and made a nice tackle for a very, very minimal gain, about a yard gain.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, Scotty's looking at a 2nd and 9. 7-10 and counting to go, second quarter action. Tie ball game, 8-8.
With about 7 minutes left on the clock. This does not have the feeling of a 50-point shootout like we've had the last couple of weeks. So that's going to be Tegan Groper again over the right side.
Yeah, picks up a nice gain there. Yeah, puts them into third manageable. I mean, they're basically on their own, or on the Red Hawk 35-yard line. So it's 4-down territory as far as they're not even thinking about punting the football at this point. Yeah, looks like 3rd and 3. Maybe a long 3.
Carson Fugate will check in with the play.
Yeah, and thus far it seems like that the running through Tegan Groper has been working really, really well for the Scotties.
Scotty will come out in the I formation. Gabriel, they'll run counter right, and he gets tripped up at the line. He had some space. He just a shoestring tackle there right at the line. So it looks like it's going to be enough for Scotty first down.
Yep. Yeah, nice run there, but that lane, as you had said, was wide open. Just got shoestringed,
yep.
And but that's okay. Scotty's new set of downs, and in action in Red Hawk territory, looking to respond here in the second quarter.
We'll go shotgun. Tice Groper is going to get around the left side. He's got some blocking out in front. So good job there by number 6. Hauk made a nice tackle.
Yeah, he did. They did a great job of stretching that play.
We've had some big
sideline
gains.
To sideline.
We just haven't had that breakaway run yet. It'll come.
Yeah, nice 7-yard gain there on first down. 2nd and 3. Scotty's sitting right at the 25-yard line of the Red Hawks.
Red Hawks will stay in their 4-man defensive front, and they will give to Gabriel around the right side. Latham going to pick up a first down. Tough running. So there's the difference between the backs, the speed back and the power back. And Latham just kind of put his shoulder square to the south and picked up the first down.
Yep, keep those chains moving as the clock continues to tick down. Probably next play it'll be pretty close to right at 5 minutes to go in first half action.
This is 25. Is that Lane Martin? 25? Lane Martin checks in at wide receiver for the Scotties. So a little bit of a miscommunication, but it works out. Tegan Groper on the left side takes a hit out there. Nice. Good tackle. Defensive end, number 19 for Estelline.
Looks like that's
Langton. Good tackle. So that'll set the Skies up 1st and goal. Just under 5 minutes here in the second quarter. This is huge for Phillip. We need to punch one in here. Get on the board. Come out, play a little defense. Just a methodical drive. A nice 7, then they get 3, and then they get 8, and then they get 4. Groper on the right side. Shakes one tackle, and he's close, and he is in. Tice Groper.
Touchdown, Scotties.
Sweep around the right side. Nice blocking out there by Carson Fugate and the wide receivers. Again, Tice was caught in the backfield. Had a kid around his leg. He shook that kid, broke another tackle, and just kept the legs pumping and punched it in.
Yeah, great drive for the Scotties. Able to respond to the Red Hawks, driving down the field in 5-6 plays, and they have their own nice, 5, 6, 7 play drive.
I think the 2-point conversions for us tonight are huge. We need to get them. We just haven't got them. We missed that one, so we'll be up 14-8. But we've given up, like in the Hill City game and stuff, we missed enough 2-point conversions that it actually was another touchdown.
Right.
I mean, basically.
Yeah, a possession worth of points.
Right, they only got 3 touchdowns. We got 4, but,
right.
We didn't get enough 2-point conversions. So that'll be important tonight. But a good drive nonetheless. This guy's up 14-8 here with 4:30 left in the second quarter.
So Redhawks coming in third possession. It's been a combination of Cooper Schaefer, Reagan Schwartz, number 4, running the football. So I'm expecting to see more of that, and we'll see what kind of formation they come out here. We've got just a little bit of time in between the action, but we've got Tarek Haynes back to kick it.
Scotties sending out number 66, Tarek Haynes, to kick the ball out.
All right. Well, we apologize. We may have mispronounced a name here once or twice. It's hard for us. It's dark up here to read these programs. So, number 1, Cooper Schaefer. I might have been saying the wrong name there. And then Reagan Schwartz. Sorry about that, folks. We'll do better.
That's right. A short kick by the Scotties, fielded by 28 for the Redhawks. That'd be Jonathan Williams.
Well, Terry, if you had the lights up, then we would know what we're reading. So if you want to blame anybody, we're blaming Terry. There we go. That's a little bit better.
Hey, it's never the person that's on the mic that's to blame. It's always the person in the background.
It's the dang tech guy.
Yeah. That's why they call us the Dream Team up here, right?
Right. There you go.
That's right. That's right. Well, here we go. Redhawks take over on their own 46-yard line. Third offensive possession of the game. 4:26 to go. First half action. Right now, Redhawks are down 14-8.
Number 1, Cooper. There we go. Cooper Schaefer is going to take it around the left side.
And there's a late flag.
Is that our first flag?
Yeah.
First flag of the game.
And that might be a little extracurricular activity.
Could be a dead ball on the Scotties.
Yep, personal foul. There was a little extracurricular kind of going on, actually right in front of a ref. I don't know if he had his back turned, but it was the back judge that actually called it.
So that's huge.
Yeah, that's a big penalty. 15 yards, automatic first down after a really good stop there. That's where just, you get emotional. You just got to keep things in check. It's an opportunity for a response here. Just can't have that kind of stuff, but ultimately, back in action, but they do get across the 50-yard line down into the Scotties 37-yard line, sitting 1st and 10.
3 timeouts in 4 minutes. That's plenty of time. So the Redhawks will go into their pistol. They will go, looks like Schwartz, Reagan Schwartz around the right side for no gain. Those Scotties come back fired up after that penalty.
That's right.
Pretty clean game thus far, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
First flag of the game, but it was huge. That was a big penalty on the Scotties.
Yeah, that's not something.
Kind of got the crowd fired up a little bit here, and
yeah, we've got a great crowd out tonight.
We do.
But it's been a little quiet. And that's a testament to the Redhawks coming out and playing just good, hard-nosed football. Playoff action, wouldn't expect anything less.
No.
So Redhawks take back over 2nd and 11 from the Scotties' 38-yard line.
Now you got to go. Oh, Cole Finn blew that play up. So that was going to be a quarterback keep all the way. So that was how Cameron Houck took that snap. Cole Finn busted through that line and said, "Not today."
Right.
So huge play for Phillip. Huge play.
And we've got our first timeout of the game. Redhawks call timeout. 3 minutes to go in the half. Phillip Scotties 14, Estelline-Hendricks Redhawks 8. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods, such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
In today's economy, every dollar counts. To be certain you have the
Welcome
right...
back to the Kennedy Implement broadcast booth. Be sure to check out their website for all your equipment needs.
All right, we're back live. 3 minutes to go in this first half of playoff action. Estelline-Hendricks Redhawks have the ball on the Scotties' 41-yard line. It's 3rd and 15.
So here you got to be, your edge has got to be kind of ready for a reverse or a play action pass.
Yeah, and this is really where the Redhawks are just looking for a good chunk play. They don't need to get all the yards on this. But
Yep, and here it comes. And Tegan Groper knows it. They throw a screen. Oh, Tice Groper, I think he picked it. Tice Groper read that right from the snap of the ball.
Yeah, step right in front.
It was kind of a battle, but yeah, Scotties, Tice Groper jumped that screen pass and kind of wrestled the ball away from the fullback there. And the Scotties will take control right on the 50-yard line.
Yeah, and that's exactly, that's everything that you can hope kind of in that situation there, that you create a turnover, you've got 2:48 to go in the first half, and another offensive possession because the Scotties will be kicking off to start the third quarter. So this is their opportunity to put some more points on the board before the half's over.
And props to Tice because that's film study and good coaching, knowing to be ready for that play. And Tice knew it was coming, jumped the route, got his hands on the ball, and huge possession for the Scotties here. So they need to turn it into points with 2:33. We've got 3 timeouts. We've got plenty of time.
Yeah, great start for first down run by Latham Gabriel over the left side. Broke 3-4 tackles and picked up a solid 7 yards for a 2nd and 3 into Red Hawk territory. Redhawks 43-yard line.
They're going to go I formation. Groper, that is jumped. 49.
Wow, Redhawks did a great job. That looks like that's Luckhurst. Schaefer. Number 1, Cooper Schaefer with
and
the
number
solid
49,
stop
Holfer. Did a good job. Just stood their ground and made a nice tackle there. So that'll put the Scotties at kind of 3rd and long.
Yep, third and 5, 2:03 to go in the half. We'll just keep it here. Well, I think this is a short timeout. Quick observation, this first half action, honestly, what I kind of expected.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to be the potential of a firepower game just based on first possessions right out of the gate. I could see that the Redhawks defense came to play. They weren't going to give up those huge chunk yards. The Scotties have been able to find some ways to get some good breakaway runs, but it hasn't come at the pace that they've been used to.
Right.
On the flip side, I've been very impressed with the Redhawks offense of their ability to make some breakaway plays. So it's kind of been a mixed bag of some things that you don't maybe expect just looking at some film, but that's what makes the game fun.
Exactly.
Is that you got to play it between the lines on a field with some high school kids. That's what makes it fun, and that's why we're here. All right, Scotties come out of timeout. 3rd and 5. They spread it way out.
So we're going to go 5 wide here with 2:03 left before half. They're going to bring 2, Tice Groper. And that kind of fooled them, and that's going to leave Tegan. Tegan Groper, he's got one man to beat. And he stays in bounds. Touchdown, Philip Scotties. So Tegan Groper, a nice fake to his brother there on the jet sweep. Kind of got the Red Hawk defensive line to bite. Tegan took it around the left side, made a move, and went down the sidelines for, where were we, about a 40, 45 yard?
Yeah, we were on the 41, 37, 41, somewhere in that ballpark. But, yeah, great play, great adjustment coming out of that timeout.
Yes.
To spread that Red Hawk defense out and just really make them play in space. That's a tough place to play with the backs that the Scotties have.
Yep. So they're going to spread them out on this 2-point, and they are going to go option right. And there's a Red Hawk out there, but they don't make the tackle, and that's going to put Tice Groper in for the 2-point conversion.
Yep, those key 2-point conversions are a vital piece. We mentioned that before, so 2 for 3 so far. Scotties go up 22-8, 1:53 to go. First half action. Scotties make a little, I don't know what the right word is, but they take advantage of the turnover. And that's everything that you can hope for in any football game, but especially in a game like tonight where, the stakes are a bit higher tonight than your typical regular season game.
Yep. Yeah, it's winter go home. There is no tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow. So this was great to see the Scotties come out. But I'm not. Don't let up on the Redhawks because their offense has shown that they can get up and down this field at a pace and make some adjustments on their own too. So there's still a lot of time to go. 1:53 to go, first half action.
Yep. The Scotty defensive backs haven't been fooled by the passes at this point, but they have bounced. The Redhawks have bounced a couple outside, and so they're going to send. So this is kind of what we've seen. We've seen that number 4. Schwartz back by himself. He's a good kick returner, very good kick returner. So Scotties will be careful with the ball here. And they're going to go deep, and Schwartz will have a chance here. He'll bring it around the right side, and he picks up a head of steam, and a good tackle there. Number 26, Oakley Menzel, puts a pop on with Gabriel and Fugate. So good return. That'll get him back out to about the 34-yard line.
Yeah, and like you said, just watching film, Schwartz is a dangerous, dangerous athlete in space. And they've got they've got really, really solid athletes and some speed.
They do, yeah. Yeah, so we will see what the Redhawks do here. They're short on time, minute 47. They've got 2 timeouts, and the clock does stop on first downs in high school football. So Redhawks will come out in their double wing formation. They'll go pitch left, and Cole Finn has just been blowing it up to the. He just found another gear here these last 2 drives, and he has been a menace.
Yeah, he's found either a gap or a technique that's really working that their offensive line hasn't been able to stop. And looking just kind of size to size. I mean, there's equivalents. Cole Finn's probably our biggest guy. On our team, and he's found a way to use also his explosive. He's got some speed.
Yeah.
He's got some speed to him, too. All right, looks like Redhawks do call timeout. 1:22 to go here in the second quarter as we get close to halftime. Terry, we'll take a quick break, and then we'll be right back.
Coverage at the right price. Bank West agents work with multiple companies to compare options on your behalf. Your Bank West agent can help you avoid paying too much while assuring you have adequate coverage for those times when you need it most. Contact your local Bank West agent for a free policy review. Insurance products are not deposits, are not FDIC insured, and may lose value.
Welcome back to the Kennedy Implement Broadcast Booth. Be sure to check out their website for all your equipment needs.
All right, we are back live. Redhawks coming out of a timeout. Looks like a second and a long, I'm going to call it 18. 1:22 to go, first half action. They are on their own 28-yard line. Looks like they come out in a little spread formation.
So Redhawks will go 2 receivers to the left out of the shotgun. And they're going to throw 2 receivers in their out, and quarterback takes off up the middle. So that'll be 6. Cameron Houck's going to get a couple yards there.
Yeah, picks up a 3-yard game. With the space that he had to start, it looked like he was going to have some room to run. The Scotties did a good job of filling those lanes and making a solid tackle to put them in a 3rd and 11 situation from their own 33-yard line.
And if you're the Redhawks here, you do not want to give the ball back to the Scotties with time left on the clock.
Yeah, so there's 48 seconds to go, but
their coach staff knows that. They're going to try to finish out the half with the ball in their hands. It'll be number 1, Schaefer, around the left side for no gain. So that's going to bring up 4th down. Coach Sedbeck's going to call timeout. This in 9-man football is probably punting territory.
Yeah, I think
you don't punt a lot, but boy, if you're on the dark side of the 45-yard line, it's tough to go for it back there.
And really it's kind of that semblance of 36 seconds to go. For the Scotties offensively, that's plenty of time. Redhawks understand that. So I would expect them to come out and punt the football. Try to make it a much longer field for them to have to march 36, within 36 seconds or 25 seconds or whatever it may be. Make them march as much
Terry,
as
how many viewers we got watching in? I got to give a shout-out to my daughter, Brady Heltzel, out at SDSU. I'm sure the Spry girls are in listening to their dad.
That's right. Thanks for joining us.
Coach Morehart, I'm sure Coach Morehart's on.
We got to give a shout-out to old Duke Westerberg. He is definitely on. Duke.
You know Duke's
Thanks for
on.
joining us. And, we're really thankful for all the people that do have the – so Terry will get back to us, but thank you to all of our viewers. Thank you to all of our sponsors as we come back.
Absolutely. We couldn't do it without our sponsors.
All right, so Redhawks do look to be in a punt formation here, coming out in 4th and long with 36 seconds to go first half.
That's a good boot. Good punt. Takes a bit of a Red Hawk roll. It's going to go dead at about the 30-yard line. So he flipped the field there.
Yeah, make it for a 70-yard field, and 9 seconds bleed off the clock. So good hang time, good roll. And, Scotties take over last possession of the half here, barring any sort of semblance of a turnover. And
2,061? Oh, no, not quite. 261 viewers.
Well, thank you all for joining us. You all matter, and we appreciate you. We try to do our best to entertain you.
No kidding. I'm just teasing. I knew it wasn't that many. So we'll see what Coach Sedbeck likes to do. Keep the ball on the ground and be happy with his lead. Looks like that's what he's going to do. They're going to go quarterback draw to the left. Tegan Groper, a nice gain. It's going to run down to 20 seconds. And I believe they called timeout. So was that our last timeout? Do we have one left? Maybe we have one left. So good gain.
I know we've called 2 for sure.
Gain of about 12 there by Tegan Groper.
Yeah, good little chunk play. I mean, 20 seconds. I mean, you have a number of options, but realistically, we know that the Redhawks are going to get the ball coming out of into the second half. Scotties at this point with a 2-possession lead. Got to be feeling pretty good about that.
And this is where you don't want to. You just don't want to give the momentum back. You don't want to have a errant pass that gets picked and taken back, or things like that you think let's go for it, and then something happens like that. And I would imagine the Scotties probably keep it on the ground and run this, take this into 22-8 lead into halftime.
Yeah, and really, just like the Scotties' last possession, they spread the Redhawks way out, and Tegan Groper was able to find some space. But, it doesn't look like they're doing anything too fancy here.
So we'll go shotgun. Gabriel in the backfield. They're going to do a short pass. Carson Fugate, nice catch for about 4 or 5 yards. Gets out of bounds for 16 seconds. And we do not have any timeouts left. So right when we say we think we know what Coach Sedbeck will do, they throw it.
Yeah, that's the fun part about what we get to do.
Exactly.
We get to speculate and make best guesses and get proven wrong. And it's fine. It's fun. All right, Scotty, 2nd and 5.
Tegan Groper rolls to his left, and he's going to throw it to his brother Tice, and that is going to be picked off. And that is number 6. That's going to be Hauk. I think he picked it.
He did. He made a great, actually one-handed catch. He just got right in front of Tice. They both kind of went up for it, but he had inside leverage on Tice Groper, and he actually caught that with just his left hand.
Yeah, that was a heck of a play by Hauk. So, kind of about what you didn't want to happen.
Right.
But that's, they've got 1 timeout, 9 seconds, 1 timeout. You're going to get 1, maybe 2 plays here. Scotties will stay back and hopefully keep this out of the end zone.
And really it's you made the point, Brad, just 30 seconds ago about momentum. This game is about momentum. And, this isn't a deal breaker unless, the Redhawks go down the field. They're definitely capable of finding a big play here. We'll see what happens. Redhawks take over. 1st and 10, 9 seconds to go.
So they're going to go play action. They have their tight end running right through the middle. Nobody on him for a good gain. So they kind of bobbled the snap there just a little bit. Hauk, and he hit, who was 80?
Number 80, Carson Sathoff.
Sathoff?
Yeah.
So they made a nice catch. Kind of juggled it just a little bit, reeled it in for a nice gain. And that will be, I believe, their final timeout, Redhawks' final timeout. So 4 seconds. Either heave one up or you put it on the ground, see what you can do. What's your best play? What's your best big play you have? They'll run it here.
Yeah, your best 44-yard play in the half here. Yeah, and that was a great play right up the middle, like you said. Tight end came out really uncovered. Scotties were in a little bit of a prevent, so he wasn't, they had some defenders behind him. But actually, Houck did a great job of finding a way to get that pass off.
Yeah.
I mean, he had Scotties all over him.
So Scotties will stay back in their prevent defense, and with 4 seconds left, no timeouts, you really just got to keep him out of the end zone, and we can take this to half.
4 seconds to play here in the first half.
The Houck throws a good ball. 6 throws a good ball. So Redhawks will spread it out, and 2 wide receiver set to the right. Scotties will send the blitz. Latham Gabriel, they're going to heave it up, and there's nobody home. Oh, actually, Tegan Groper's home. So Tegan in open field is dangerous. We'll see what he can do with this ball. He got some blockers around the left side, and anything of a tackle, and good job by Schwartz just getting him down. So a nice pick by Tegan Groper there to end the half. So kind of snatched some momentum right back out of the air there.
Absolutely. All right. First half over. Scotties 22, Estelline-Hendricks Redhawks 8. We're going to take a break for half. Thank you to our sponsors. It's been a great start to some playoff action. We'll be back for the start of the third quarter after this break. Thanks for joining us.
It's a particular kind of joy when people come together. There's really nothing like it. And isn't it amazing in that magic moment how all the distance between us, all the obstacles, just disappear? Wherever, whenever, however. Connecting you to what matters most.
Crew Agency has been proudly serving and protecting the local farmer and rancher since 1984. They offer all your crop insurance needs, including multi-peril crop insurance, pasture, rangeland, and forage, livestock risk protection, and crop hail. Crew Agency is a proud supporter of our local schools, athletics, and communities, and would like to wish all the student athletes good luck in their events this week. Give them a call at 605-433-5411. Crew Agency is an equal opportunity provider.
Phillip Motors, always willing to serve you with the winning combination of small-town friendly sales and service. And the latest vehicle and trucks from Ford, Lincoln, Dodge, and Chrysler. Your friends and neighbors across the West River Territory have come to depend on Phillip Motors, family-owned for over 40 years, offering a relaxing, down-to-earth, comfortable car shopping experience. Search online at phillipmotors.com or stop by and see their new and used inventory. Phillip Motors proudly supports Philip Scotties activities.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
The Retro in Phillip is a proud supporter of the Phillip Scotties, offering fresh, homemade pizza and pitas made to order, with basic pizzas including specialty pizzas like taco, chicken garlic, bacon mac and cheese, breakfast and fruit. Plus they have gluten-free options with 16 different pitas to choose from, plus sandwiches, fried food, appetizers, soups and salads, and novelty and hard ice cream. Dine in or carry out from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday. That's the Retro in Phillip.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
4E Foods, your locally owned, full-service grocery store in Phillip, South Dakota. We have everything you need, including roasted chicken and a full deli with homemade soups and salads. Choose from our nice selection of fresh-cut steaks and meats, plus a wide variety of fruits and vegetables, and so much more. We are open 7 days a week and are conveniently located at 101 East Pine Street. Feel free to give us a call at 605-859-2727. 4E Foods, proud supporters of the Phillip Scotties.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Nothing like kitchen conversation. Steam coming up off the stove. Photographs down the staircase showing our stories unfold. I need a little taste of home.
Phillip Health Services proudly supports youth activities in our rural communities. Phillip Clinic and Kadoka Clinic physicians and caregivers will provide you and your family with a personalized care experience. The clinic staff extend a sense of family and strive to improve the quality of life for all those who are entrusted to their care. When you or a loved one needs medical attention, choose a personal care experience at Phillip or Kadoka Clinic. Open 6 days a week. For hours and more helpful information, see their weekly ad in the Pioneer Review or visit them online. Phillip Health Service, a personal care experience.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance.
Contact Donna Enders, your local Farmers Union Insurance agent, today.
Check out Iverson Auto in Mitchell or Huron for great deals and top-notch service. Iverson Auto has it all. From the knowledgeable sales and finance teams to the experienced parts and service teams, plus the best detail shop in the region. Iverson Auto, 77 plus years in our community, locally owned and operated. We have always been here and always will be. Stop in for your next new or used ride or use one of our professional services at Iverson Auto in Mitchell and Huron, or browse our inventory online anytime at iversonauto.com.
Bottle and Vet Supply is a store like no other and has been located on Phillip Center Avenue since the 1960s. Bottle and Vet welcomes you to stop by the store to look around. Whether you're a regular customer or a new one, they probably have something you need. Bottle and Vet Supply provides livestock vaccines, veterinary supplies, tack, western wear, and boots. You'll find it all at Bottle and Vet.
Welcome to Buche Foods at Al's Oasis Plaza. My great-grandfather, Gus Buche, opened the first store in 1905. I'm R.F. Buche, the president of Buche Foods. We aren't your typical store. You'll find everything you need for your family. You'll save money, and I promise you're going to enjoy your grocery shopping experience. We carry a lot of locally produced products and some things you just aren't going to find anywhere else. South Dakota owned, family owned, Buche Foods. Welcome to Buche.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Colt's Nuts and Bolts in Phillip really has it all. You'll find steel products, GE kitchen appliances, kitchen decor, houseware, clothing, bugs and muck boots, and Milwaukee tools too. And you can get just the right color palette with Valspar paint. Take a look at the Ashley furniture they have and test out the amazing Rest mattresses. They also offer appliance repair and delivery. See all that they have to offer at Colt's Nuts and Bolts in Phillip.
When you visit a corporate pharmacy, you sometimes feel like a number waiting in line. At Dakota Country Pharmacy, we take pride in knowing our customers and take pride in the communities we serve. A difference you experience when walking through our doors. Doors that opened over 100 years ago, serving rural South Dakotans the best care possible. We exist to improve the quality of your life.
Phillip Building Center is your local full-service lumber yard, building materials, and hardware store ready to aid in all of your project needs. They offer steel buildings and custom sheds and encourage you to stop in for a quote or to learn more about their blow-in insulation trailer rentals, screen repairs, custom glass cutting, DeWalt and Stanley tools, EPG paints, stock tanks, electric fencing material, and plumbing supplies. They wish all area schools a successful and healthy sports season.
You often hear that there's no such thing as customer loyalty, that long-term partnerships don't exist, but we're living proof that it does. With some relationships spanning over 3 generations, and new ones on the horizon. First National Bank in Phillip, your partners in banking, member FDIC.
Phillip Pit Stop is a local family-owned C-store for fuel and snacks. Located 1 block from the school, Phillip Pit Stop is open until 10 p.m. Buses are welcome. Warm up with coffee, cappuccino, or hot cocoa. Enjoy $1 fountain drinks or coffee if you bring your own cup, or free with a 10-gallon fuel fill. There's easy walk-through to Subway for hot sandwiches, wraps, soups, and made fresh daily cookies. They look forward to serving you at Phillip Pit Stop and Subway.
This is more than a bundle. It's more than a combo deal. It's not just stuff. This is your home, your car. And you want to give them the protection they deserve. With home and auto insurance. State Farm agents get it. It's why they're here.
In Phillip, talk to State Farm agent Jan Hewitt.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
The temps are dropping, but the deals are heating up at Grosenberg Implement. All used wheeled and tracked skid steers are now 2.99% for 48 months. Get the power you need to tackle those end-of-year projects, whether it's clearing up the yard, moving snow, or prepping for calving season. Stop in today and get your hands on a hard-working skid steer before the snow flies. For qualified buyers, 30% down payment or equivalent trade-in required. See dealer for complete details. Rosenberg Implement. Service, the other half of a great product.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
In today's economy, every dollar counts. To be certain you have the right insurance coverage at the right price, Bank West agents work with multiple companies to compare options on your behalf. Your Bank West agent can help you avoid paying too much, while assuring you have adequate coverage for those times when you need it most. Contact your local Bank West agent for a free policy review. Insurance products are not deposits, are not FDIC insured, and may lose value.
Welcome back to the Kennedy Implement broadcast booth. Be sure to check out their website for all your equipment needs.
And we are back live.
All right. Second half action just getting ready to kick off. Scotties will be kicking off to the Estelline-Hendricks Redhawks. 22-8. Scotties up as we get ready to start this second half. First round of the playoffs for both teams. And the kick.
A good kick. 18 picks it up along the sidelines for good play.
Looks like that's
August Daigle.
August Daigle.
Good catch. So the Redhawks start off a good field position, about the 31 yard line.
Yeah, somewhere in there, 30 and a half maybe.
It's cooled off a bit.
Yes, it has.
It feels like football weather now. We had to get our coats and our gloves out, and just a beautiful evening to play football, watch football. The Scotties will come up tight to the line. Redhawks are going to stay in their pistol formation. They're going to give to Schwartz, number 4 around the right side, short gain. We kind of noticed at halftime it looked like Weston Reedy came out of the ball game and took his shoulder pads off, so we hope he's okay. But we're getting down there. The numbers are getting we're dwindling a little bit, and that's a long season. You know, you have to play a lot of young kids, and sometimes on these 9-man teams, it gets tough towards the end of the year. You know,
right.
A lot of them can come down to who's the healthiest team when they're playing.
100%, yes. All right, so after that 3-yard game, 2nd and 7 for the Redhawks, they come out here, quarterback keeper by Hauk.
Hauk's going to follow Schwartz through the hole. He's got a good gain. So they're going to make it a 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5.
Yeah, solid play. You know, pick up 3 yards and make it 3rd and manageable as they approach their own 40-yard line, sitting on their 37.
The Redhawks found something. I think it was the second quarter with that pistol.
Right.
So they kind of came out here in the beginning of the second half, trying it again, and moving the ball.
You know, and we've yet to see where he keeps it on that as they come out in double wing.
Yeah. Oh, he will. Yeah. You know what's coming. So they're going to run a counter, and that is played well by the Phillips Scotties. It's going to be Schaefer. He's going to stop for no gain. That's going to take up 4th and 4.
4th and 4 looks like they're bringing out the punt unit, if I remember right. I think their punter's number 40.
Was that Tell Groper? Tell Groper's played phenomenal tonight. He after that first drive, he's really stuck his nose in there and filled the holes. Made some really nice tackles on the Scotty side.
Shout out to the Scotty fans tonight. We got 0.
So we're going to. If you heard Travis, we've had 0 headlights tonight. So. Usually we're good for about 4 or 5.
Yeah, but didn't even take it over.
Oh, there's one. As he says it, one comes on in the south end zone.
A great punt there.
That's going to be Tegan Groper. He's going to go on the left side. And Tegan brings it back out to about the 45-yard line.
Yeah, great punt. Really pretty spiral punt there by, I believe their punter was number 40.
That's two. He's had 2 good booms. Oh, and as we said that, there's headlights in the north end zone.
Oh, but they were on and off. They got to figure it out.
We haven't had a timeout yet for headlights, but we will.
All right, Scotties, first down from their own 45.
Tice Groper around the right side. So you're going to see a heavy dose. Tice Groper, Tegan Groper, and Latham Gabriel here. With the lead, the Scotties are going to want to burn clock. They're more than likely going to keep the ball on the ground.
Right.
Just about every possession here.
Yeah, this is a scenario when you have the ball offensively, as long as you can, keep be turnover free and penalty free. You basically will take 3-4 yards a carry and just work and wear them down.
Tegan Groper, big gain off the left side, nice tackle. So that would have been Schaefer came up from behind. Tegan had a nice gain. Schaefer came up, drug him down. Not after Scotty first down.
Yep, Scotties march across midfield. Looks like into Red Hawk territory on the 34-yard line.
Tegan's had a lot of success on that misdirection, fake handoff, quarterback keepers. They're going to give to Latham Gabriel. Latham will go around the right side. I think we just had a light burn out. Oh. we got some sparks. Terry, you want to go check that out? See what we got going on? I think we had a light burn out up there.
Yeah, I can see.
We saw some sparks shooting out.
I can see something's glowing in one of them still, so hopefully that's not but it definitely got dark.
It did.
Right about where the Scotties have the football on the Red Hawk 30-yard line.
But kind of a dark spot out there in the field.
I'm not really sure what they're going to be able to do about that, but
nothing tonight. Never a dull moment. So Scotties will run left. Tegan Groper out of the shotgun, and he is going to get stopped for a short gain. They'll bring up third and give him about 3rd and 4.
Yeah,
3rd and 3.
All right, Scotties marching. Clock ticks just under 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Scotties' first possession of the second half.
So the Red Hawks here now, they're about in defensive mode where you're just going to have to start sending linebackers. And Tice Groper with a nice run.
Yeah, dropped a shot.
Right over Hauk there on the left side. He's going to pick up the first down. So, yeah, if you're the Estelline-Hendricks right now, you got to kind of sell out. You can't afford another touchdown for the Scotties here. I would imagine you'll see their safeties and corners start to creep up a little bit here. Have the Scotties attempted a pass? I'm not even sure we've attempted one, have we?
I don't. Yes, we've had two. One he did throw an interception in the first half. Yep, but it was kind of.
Yep. But we're that the Scotties are going to keep it on the ground, so I would imagine that the Red Hawks are going to creep towards the line and start sending the linebackers.
Yeah, it looks like a little mental error there by the Scotties offense with a false start. So getting behind the chains, 1st and 15.
Very few penalties. That might only be the
third penalty, maybe?
Yeah,
maybe 4? Yeah,
not very many.
Personal foul and a couple false starts. Maybe just personal foul and a couple false starts. Actually, all 3 penalties, if that's it. We're all on the Scotties.
I think so.
That's right. The positives have outweighed the negatives thus far for the Scotties tonight.
Latham Gabriel around the left side, and he is wrapped up there by, now it is really dark. Number 80, Zadhoff.
Yeah,
tackle.
I think, kind of the light situation, not to make light of the situation, but it's actually affected maybe the crowd and us more than the actual field of play. It's a little darker out there, but
that light was kind of pointed this way anyway, so it's made it a little darker up here for us, but we'll be okay.
That's right. Sometimes you just have to adjust. That's
just on the fly.
That's small town football for you.
Tegan Groper is going to run option around the right side, runs back around the left, and he is going to get in.
Wow.
So
Great
Tegan
job.
Completely shifted the field, headed to the right, cut back to the left, beat one man, and took around the left side for a Philip Scotty touchdown. Put the Scotties on top 28-8 here with 6:04 left in the third quarter.
You know, at halftime, Brad, we talked about exactly what just played out. You know, that the Redhawks get the ball, they find a way to stop them in possession, they punt, and the Scotties are able to put points on the board to stretch that lead to 28-8, make it a 3-score game here in the third quarter. 6:04 to go in third quarter action as they set up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll go toss right, and that's going to be Latham Gabriel in. So put Philip on top 30-8. So good job up there by the front line of the Scotties blocking. Harris, Finn, Jackson Rhodes, Stetson Jones, Oakley Menzel. Getting a hat on a hat and moving the line of scrimmage.
You know, the rhythm of your offense goes by your line, and they are the unsung heroes of any football team, really. But they're the ones that make the magic happen. You know, they open up those lanes for those backs to get through, and you know, we've got a good set of linemen for the Scotties, and really we're pretty young, you know, when you think about that too. So that's good for the future, but we're not worried about the future yet.
Nope.
We're here in this moment. 6:04 to go, third quarter action. Philip Scotties 30, Estelline-Hendricks Redhawks 8.
I think did we see that the Ipswich won. So the winner of this game will take on Ipswich. Either Estelline-Hendricks or us will get Ipswich Tigers. If it's us, it's in town.
Yes,
it's here. So
yep, we are a 4 seed, and I believe Ipswich is a 5.
Next Friday night.
Thursday.
Next Thursday.
So short kick again by Haynes,
and a good tackle.
Looks like the Redhawks take over on their own 41-yard line. Duke just sent a quick note saying, hey, they can't notice anything at home with the whole light situation, that the camera, the way it picks up the light. So, yeah, those of you at home, you probably can't really tell the light situation. But, and again, we're not going to talk about it all night, but it definitely is affected.
We saw the sparks flying
and
here.
There were
we all kind of backed up a little, like, uh-oh.
Yeah, exactly. All right, back to football action. Redhawks take over, 5:59 to go in the third quarter. 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line.
Redhawks will spread out, shotgun formation. They're going to come back. Schwartz, that ball's on the ground. So that was a pop. I'm not sure. That looked like 54 Harris. The Redhawks fortunate to get back on.
Yeah, Schwartz was able to get right back on that football.
Yep. Harris just busted through. Put a hit on Schwartz, knocked that ball loose, and Schwartz had enough, stayed with the play and recovered the football. But that's going to put them in a hole. They're going to be at, it's a loss of 10, loss of 9.
Yeah, it's second and long.
7.
Yeah, they're 2nd and 16.
Shotgun, quick throw. A good catch. Looked like 18, I believe. Is that 18?
Yeah, I believe
Daigle.
it is.
Looks like made a nice
Daigle,
catch.
and he's a little slow to get up here, so we'll pan away. And hope they just got a little shook up there. Yeah, I didn't really see much as far as what happened with the hit there, but yeah, their staff's coming out to take a look at him. Everybody's taking a quick knee. Looks like maybe he's pointing to his leg, so he's moving around a little bit there. Yeah, definitely don't want to see that at any time in a football game, but especially, late in the season. It looks like the staff's going to help him get up. He's on his feet.
Good to see.
Yeah. Yeah, it
the
looks like
Redhawks, they play a lot of underclassmen. They've got a lot of sophomores, some juniors. They're going to have a solid year next year as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, it looks like he's under his own power. Hopefully, yeah, he's starting to jog off the field. No, anyway, you just hate to see that.
Yep. Yeah, they've got Schaefer's a sophomore, Schwartz is a junior, Houck's a junior. Yeah, they've got most of their backs are going to be back next year. 49 Hope for the fullbacks, a junior. So think about their whole backfield to return their skill guys next year.
Absolutely.
So clock's ticking, just under 5 minutes here left in the third quarter. Scotties on top, 30-8 over the Estelline-Hendricks Redhawks. Here in the first round of the 9A football playoffs. They're going to run option left, and that was a tough play. Again, blown up. Looked like Cole Finn blew that up from the get-go. I think they were maybe going to run an option left, and Cole got to the backfield and just didn't give him much of a chance to pitch the ball.
Yeah, it looks like the punting unit is coming out on the field. You know, when you're looking at 4th and 15, 4th and 16, you're deep in, still too far in your own territory. It's just a good idea. And
Scotty defense has done a tremendous job. You know, at the beginning of the broadcast, we kind of said they got gashed. The last couple of weeks have been some shootouts and some high-scoring affairs, but they've really tightened up tonight. They've done a fantastic job tonight.
Yeah, they played very, very well, you know, this playoff action. You know, some good adjustments and, put themselves in a good position here. 3 and change to go, third quarter action. Here's the punt by
Another good punt. That's going to be Tegan Groper takes it on the fly, and he's going to get – no, he doesn't get drugged down. Broke a tackle. Got a block by Finn, and he is going to be gone.
What a tremendous
Oh, you got some flags.
Play.
I wondered if maybe we got a legal block over there, blindside block or something. 2 or 3 flags down, but that was a tremendous run by Tegan.
Yeah, he was all but bottled up to start and then broke free and the penalty play. I'm guessing it's a block in the back or maybe a crack back block.
There were some big hits going on over there.
And which is it gets to be tough when things like that happen. And you know the rules have changed quite a bit too. I'm not excusing away. It does look like a block in the back by the Scotties, but you know they've done a lot of stuff in the name of safety. That's probably been a good idea with crack back blocking and things like that. That was a block in the back, so that wasn't as egregious. But it happens easily when the flow of play gets down the field like that, and you got guys coming across the field at you.
And a kid shifts field like that, and all of a sudden the defender was going to the left, now he's going to the right, and you have not a lot of choice. And,
right.
It happens. So we're going to bring a touchdown off the board. It's going to bring the Scotties back to about their own 45. And they're going to run a counter left, and that's Groper, stiff armor on the right side. And number 1, Schaefer makes a nice tackle. Gets about 8 yards off for 8 yards off.
Yeah, about an 8-yard gain there. Tough run. You know, a couple good stiff arms by Tice Groper. And, sets him up, gets him across midfield into Red Hawk territory. They'll take over 2nd and 2 from the 47-yard line of the Red Hawks.
Tice is tough when he gets that stiff arm going. It's tough to bring down. So this is going to be Latham Gabriel around the right side. He's going to be bottled up, but he's still going to get a good gain. He's going to get first down
yardage.
Yeah, he
picked up an extra probably 3, maybe even 4 yards there after initial contact, and that's been the fun part about watching a back like Latham Gabriel come into his own his senior season, that he's not going down at first contact. Right. He's been a tough kid to tackle, and that's a testament to the work he's put in the offseason and throughout the course of the season.
He's got to have a strong lower half to break tackles like that.
All right, Scotties, 1st and 10 from the Red Hawk 41-yard line.
They'll come out I formation. They're going to throw one. So they've got Jackson Rhodes down the middle. Oh, nice play.
Wow, great defensive play. That's 40. That's Cade Hauk.
Cade Hauk. Beautiful pass deflection. That is tough because the Scotties have only thrown the ball, what do we say, once maybe before that?
Twice, I think two passing plays
to be ready for that was tough. Because if Hauk had made that play, Rhodes had a really good open field in front of him. So kudos to him. Good play.
All right, 2nd and 10 again from the 41 of the Red Hawks. Tegan keeps it, runs over the left side, and takes a pretty good hit there.
Big hit. Is that Hauk or Schwartz? Schwartz, I think.
Yeah, I think that was Reagan Schwartz with a good stick there.
That's going to stop him short of the first down. Bring up third and about 2.
3rd and 2, definitely in 2-play territory for the Scotties.
Shotgun they will give to Gabriel around the right side, and he's going to have enough for a first down. That'll put him inside the 30-yard line. Clock will continue to tick.
Yep, resetting the chains. Clock continues to go. We're approaching 1:30 to go in third quarter action here. Third quarter has really been kind of all Scotties at this point as they continue to drive, looking to put some extra points on the board here.
Tice Groper off the left side.
Yep, Knight solid 8-yard gain on first down. You know, Redhawks, it's not that they're not in the right place. It's just they haven't found a way to, at kind of initial contact to get the Scotties to the ground.
Yep. Yeah, and they've done a good job mixing up the quarterback keeps. And, you know, just as soon as you think that you know what's going on, he'll pull it. And Tegan Groper will keep it and go around the opposite side. So, been mixing it up well. They'll spread them out here with Gabriel next to Tegan Groper in the shotgun. Fugate to the left, or to the right, and Tice Groper to the left. So Groper's in no hurry here to snap this ball, kind of letting the clock tick. And he will give to, Latham Gabriel slips down. He had the room.
Yep.
Just
there
lost
was some
his footing
space
there.
over the right side, you know, and it's the field's in fantastic shape.
It
so I
is.
think that was just kind of a matter of a cleat skate type situation. Yeah, for being late fall, late October, field's in fantastic shape. You know,
Got a groundsman like Rick Coyle. He runs a tight ship down here.
Absolutely.
Does
Not
a
only
good
does he
job,
do a good job of taking care of the field, but he's also the best ball boy in the state.
Yes, he is.
All right, end of third quarter action.
And bus driver.
Yeah,
Rick does it all.
That's right. All right, end of third quarter action. Philip Scotties, 30. Estelline-Hendricks Redhawks, 8. We'll be back for fourth quarter action in a minute.
It's a particular kind of joy when people come together. There's really nothing like it. And isn't it amazing, in that magic moment, how all the distance between us, all the obstacles, just disappear? Wherever, whenever, however. Connecting you to what matters most.
Crew Agency has been proudly serving and protecting the local farmer and rancher since 1984. They offer all your crop insurance needs, including multi-peril crop insurance, pasture, rangeland, and forage, livestock risk protection, and crop hail. Crew Agency is a proud supporter of our local schools, athletics, and communities, and would like to wish all the student athletes good luck in their events this week. Give them a call at 605-433-5411. Crew Agency is an equal opportunity provider.
Phillip Motors, always willing to serve you with the winning combination of small-town friendly sales and service. And the latest vehicle and trucks from Ford, Lincoln, Dodge, and Chrysler. Your friends and neighbors across the West River Territory have come to depend on Phillip Motors. Family owned for over 40 years.
Back to the Kennedy Implement broadcast booth. Be sure to check out their website.
All right, we're back. Fourth quarter action, handoff.
Nice play.
Redhawks make a great play there on third down for the Redhawks.
Looks like number 5 shot the gap and did a
that's
tremendous
Caleb
tackle.
Luckhurst.
Luckhurst, yeah, shot right through, read the play and made a huge tackle for the Redhawks.
Yeah, that's
there.
a big play right there. You know, Scotties were marching, 3rd and 5. Now they're sitting at a 4th and 6. Still a lot of ball game to go here, with the fourth quarter just getting underway.
So Scotties will spread them out shotgun. And Groper's going to roll to the left, and he has a wide open Carson Fugate with a nice grab on the left side. That was a nice play. Really
That was a nice play.
Kind of a short out. Tegan rolled to his left, threw a nice ball. Fugate caught it, turned it upfield for a nice gain.
Yep,
first and 5 inside the 10.
Yep. I think they said they spotted at the 9-yard line. So first and goal for the Scotties. And there's the piece of the passing game that we haven't seen a lot of this year. We haven't had to see a lot of it, but it's there and it's available. So it's good to see when you need it. You got it.
You bet. Looks like 25 Lane Martin checks in on the right side. That'll be Gabriel, and again, he just won't go down. It's carrying Redhawks to the goal line. Looks like it can't be more than a foot outside, I don't think. Oh, Carson Fugate's got 2 catches on the night. Senior wideout. So the Scotties are knocking on the door once again. Carson Fugate will run the play in from the sidelines. I'll try to stay out of the shot.
Yeah, you're good.
When you get down to the end of the north end zone, it gets a little hard to see.
It gets a little tight. You know, our crow's nest sits on the south side of the perch.
They're gonna go top. No, Groper was fake toss left, and he just beat him to the corner.
Yep, just beat him to the edge there. Scotties, touchdown.
Nice design play there by Coach Sudbeck, and shout out to Coach Reed Johnson up here in the Crow's Nest, and Coach Ryden Jorgensen down on the sidelines with head coach Chandler Sudbeck.
All right, Scotties get ready for a 2-point conversion. Extend their lead, 36-8, 10:25 to go, fourth quarter action.
Whew,
there's just a little bit of a breeze.
Yeah, a little bit of a breeze. A little chilly up here.
Oh, quick whistle.
2-point conversion. They were going to go to
false start, it looks like.
So they'll back it up 5.
Yeah, that's the 3rd false start penalty for the Scotties tonight. It's those little things, it may not make a difference in this game, but that's something I can assure you that Coach Sudbeck will see and we'll be talking to his players about. Those are just those little mental mistakes that this time of year, those can come back to bite you. In this situation, right now, not a big deal, but in the grand scheme of it, those are just the little details.
Yep, the next round they just get harder and harder and harder, and those mistakes will pile up on you in a hurry. Teagan will roll to the right, and he'll fire, and that's picked off by number 4, Schwartz.
Yeah, great play stepping up in front of that to stop that 2-point conversion.
So Scotty's on top here, 10:25 left in the fourth quarter. Scotty's on top 36-8.
We'll just keep it right here. We made comment. So to the south of us, we see a little fire pit action going on. I believe that's Heather only. Heather, if you're tuned in, it looks like a TV out there even too. So I don't know if they're listening, and maybe if they are, stand up and give us a little wave up here.
That's how you do it right there.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. A little playoff football action when your backyard is basically the south end zone. Yeah, that's kind of fun to see. I think as that little breeze kicked up, I think we noticed that fire a little bit more.
It's picked up just a little bit, didn't it? A little taller.
Yeah, not that it's cold out. We've definitely been in situations where it's been snowing by this time of year or cold rain, and, you cannot complain. There's no complaints about the weather.
I think looking ahead, the weather next week, it gets chillier. It starts to get into the low 50s for the highs, so next week it'll be chilly.
And I think there's a potential chance of a little moisture, hopefully in the form of rain versus snow. But we've been there, and we've been through that. But you know what? That's football. That's playoff football.
Yep. October and late October in South Dakota. That's about the best you can hope for. Tarek Haynes doing the kicking, and he will boot. Schwartz back by himself. A good kick. Schwartz will take it around the right side. And he will bring it out to about the 34-yard line.
Yeah, good return there.
So we'll see how the Redhawks respond here. Down, they're going to probably have to try to air it out, try to get some big chunk plays.
Excuse me, as I cough right into the mic. We're to the point in the game, fourth quarter, 10-18 to go, where they've got to score quickly to get themselves right back into that game. So they're going to have to change some things slightly. To be able to put points on the board.
Redhawks will double wing pitch. And the Scotties have really tightened up, really done a nice job tightening up on the run game of the Redhawks. I think that was Schaefer maybe came around the left side.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he picked up any yards on that first down play. So they're looking at 2nd and 10. They're sitting on their own, looks like their own 33-yard line.
That front defensive line for the Scotties has really played well tonight. They're going to go deep, and they've got a man, 80 down the middle.
Oh,
he was kind of running by himself just over his head.
Yeah, that was a great play, dialed up,
Hauk to Sadoff.
Maybe expecting it to come. I don't think our defense did for whatever reason. But
it's kind of the second time I think he's run down the middle by himself there.
Yeah, he definitely man, that was just out of his
boy,
reach.
if he put him on him, if he got it on him, that would have been I don't think we'd have stopped it.
All right, so Redhawks 3rd and 10, again from their own 33-yard line here. Look for them to do something potentially similar as they need to get at least pick up a first down here deep in their own territory.
They're going to go toss right to Schwartz. That's going to be a short gain. Only about 1.5 yards, 2 yards.
Yeah, picked up about 2. And looks like they do have the punt unit out there. I see number 40. There's a couple of Hawks. I'm gonna make this some relation. We don't know if they're brothers or a cousin, but he's done a really good job. I mean, obviously
he's flipped the field a couple of times.
Yeah, you don't want to be, but when you have that ability, I believe he's a freshman as well.
Yeah, it looks like it. Cade Hauk, 40. So we'll see. And he gets another booming punt off. That's going to take a
big roll.
Great roll. All the way down to about the 15-yard line. So he flipped the field again.
Absolutely flipped the field there. All right, Philip Scotty's going to take over. 1st and 10, 8:31 to go, 4th quarter action. Score, Scotties 36. Estelline-Hendricks Redhawks 8. This is a scenario, best case, just a long sustained drive for the Scotties. Points are great, but really it's just taking care of the football. Redhawks have some timeouts.
Burn some time off the clock here. And
yeah, I'm a little bit leery of saying, hey, game in hand, because there's just too much time on the clock and it's high school football. But
Carson Fugate's going to take a sweep around the left side. Yeah, it was a nice run. He's going to gain about 10 on first down.
Yeah, a little wrinkle.
Little wide receiver wide sweep. I don't think we've seen that play tonight.
No, I don't know that we've seen that play maybe all season.
No.
And he does pick up the first down. Good job, Carson Fugate. That's kind of the fun part. You have that luxury of being able to work in especially some of your seniors that, have been putting all the work of the last 4 years.
Yeah.
Give them a little opportunity to
get the ball in their hands.
Yeah, put the ball in their hand and let them run free a little bit here. All right, so again, Scotties take back over 1st and 10, still deep in their own territory.
And they're going to go another motion. They're going to give to Groper through the middle for another big gain on first down. The line just moving the line of scrimmage, doing a fantastic job up there. Stetson Jones, Oakley Menzel, Ethan Harris, Cole Finn, Jackson Rhodes when he's in. I think Rayler Fitch. I think I saw Rayler Fitch in there a little bit.
Yeah, and so maybe the opportunity to work in, we haven't seen much of that yet, but maybe the opportunity to maybe work in a few more kids. Like you'd said before, part of the game this late in the season is just keeping everybody as healthy as possible as you go from kind of round to round.
And they're going to come sweep right. Carson Fugate again. He's got some blocking out front, and he's going to go out of bounds. Looks like he's got plenty for the first down there. First down, Scotties.
Yeah, kind of a fun little wrinkle for the Scotties.
Yeah.
He does get out of bounds and stop the clock. 7:29 to go in the 4th quarter. Kind of a calm, quiet at the stadium tonight, or at this point anyway.
Yeah.
It's kind of quiet.
Got the high school gals down on the sideline here have been kind of running the cheerlead squad there and making some noise for boys on the field. And they'll come back. Sweep right. Fugate's going to throw this one, and he has got Jones. Oh, and he just missed it. Good breakup. I think that was Hauk again. Broke that up. So it looked like he was open for a second.
Yeah, there was a window
flying in.
And it was a good ball thrown by Carson Fugate. Carson Fugate's been getting some action here.
Yeah, good to see. Yep, he's had a nice night.
Almost did a poor job on some camera. I was watching more than running the camera there. Sorry about that, everybody at home.
So they did a little halfback toss pass. Oh, Scotties will line up in the I formation. And a missed handoff, and Groper's going to get swallowed up.
Yeah, it looked like that was maybe going to be, like a.
I think he was supposed to give to a fullback. Maybe they went the wrong way there.
Something and
just a dive play, I think. Maybe
even just a dive there. Yeah.
So good job up front by the Redhawks there.
Got picked up a couple of yards. So they're looking at 3rd and 8.
Number 90 checks in. It's like Zachary Griffith, senior defensive lineman. So Scotties are kind of in clock mode right now. They're not going to snap the ball probably until they see the ref's hands start counting with 5 seconds left. They'll go Groper around the right side. Tice drops his head, and a good tackle.
Yep, picks up the first down there.
40. Cade Hauk makes a nice tackle.
6:32 to play. Fourth quarter, Scotties on the move. 36, Redhawks 8.
The Redhawks are still playing hard. Still, it's getting into the point where it's tough to, keep hitting, and they're still hitting, and they're still playing really hard football at the moment.
Yeah, that's a testament to a great culture, a great coaching staff, and an awesome community. When you get to see that, I know the score doesn't always reflect that, but you're definitely seeing that and have high expectations for them kind of going forward well too.
They have battled here tonight.
Absolutely. Looks like Martin gets his first carry of the night. Going over the left side for a couple yards.
Getting a few different ball carriers, getting their hands on it tonight and in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, I think it's kind of twofold, right? Like you get a couple young guys, give them some experiences in there too, but also to kind of protect, your typical workhorses to make sure that everybody stays healthy kind of going forward. Yep, clock continues to tick. We're 5 and change to go in fourth quarter action here. 2nd and 8 for the Scotties inside Red Hawk territory on the 47-yard line.
If you get a come in motion, and they'll give to Gabriel around the right side. So that'll make it a 3rd and manageable.
Yeah, picks up 5.
Give them about 3rd and 4.
Yep, 3rd and manageable there.
So it sounds like Ipswich Tigers coming into town next week.
Yeah, as the clock continues to tick down, that's going to be a matchup.
It is.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Very
Not to
tough.
take anything away from this game as the clock continues to tick down. All right, 3rd and 4 for the Scotties inside Red Hawk territory. Looks like they've spread out. One back set.
Tice Groper will bring it around the right-hand side. And he is going to slip just out of bounds at about the
I think he was
line.
right there at the end. I think he was trying to stay in bounds and kind of got bumped by the Redhawks to kind of get out of bounds, but picks up a first down. Oh, they did keep the clock going.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
good.
so he did
Must
not get
have
out of
stayed in
bounds.
It looked like he was kind of trying to fight back in and get on his
just smart football at this point in the game.
Inside in bounds to keep the clock running.
38, Howard 38, Centerville 26, 10 minutes to play in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, hearing the public address announcer kind of deliver some scores of some other games around the state in 9A action. I don't think anything too dramatic as far as upsets or anything that we've heard as of yet.
Did we hear the Kadoka final? Or if they made it?
I don't think they've announced that. Carson Fugate with another carry. Picks up a couple, 2 to 3 yards.
I don't want to take my gloves off to check. A little too chilly for me.
Getting a shout out from the crowd up here in the booth. All right, Scotties, still 2nd and 8. Just slow to the line here. Clock ticks under 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. One back set. Waiting for the ref to count it down.
That looks like Lane Martin, 25.
Oh, good play by the Redhawks there.
That's 19. Came up. Daigle again came through.
All right, Scotty's looking at a 3rd and long here. Probably in that 4-down territory, but, reality is the clock is going to be pretty close to 2 minutes when they snap this ball.
Groper's going to roll out to left, and he's going to throw. Comes up a little bit short for Fugate, so that'll bring up 4th and long. We've got a flag.
Yeah, it's been, from that perspective, as we've said before, been a pretty clean night, and actually all the penalties have been on the Scotties. And another. Looks like an ineligible receiver downfield.
We have had some penalties, but they haven't been the back-breaking. Yes. We did take a touchdown off the board, but we were up 30-ish points at that point, or not 30, 20-some points at that point. And there's penalties and there's penalties, terrible timing penalties. So we've stayed away from those tonight, that they weren't drive-killing kind of penalties. And they've done a good job there.
All right, so Scotty's 4th, looks like 4th and 7.
Scotties will come out in the I formation. Gabriel dot the I, and they're going to throw the ball. And that's going to be Tice Groper, steps out of bounds at about the 15. Just 2:01 left.
Yep, looks like he's short of that first down. So that will be a turnover on downs. The Redhawks will take over with 2:01 to go in the ball game.
So Redhawks will have another chance here on offense. Looks like maybe we've checked a couple of younger guys in. We've got 21. That's going to be hard to read now.
Yeah, Rayler Fitch.
Rayler Fitch checks in. 20. Is that 27? Beckham?
Yeah, that's Beckham.
Beckham checks in.
Yep. All right. Redhawks come out on offense on their own 15. Quick pitch to the right side.
Schwartz takes her on the right side. That's a good tackle out there by Beckham. Turkelson. Tarek Haynes going to check into the defensive line for Stetson Jones. It's like about the sophomore class, I think, is out there now. Half of the sophomore class, anyway. Redhawks double wing. They're going to toss left. And Tice Groper comes up to the line, meets him for no gain. Loss, maybe.
Yeah, Redhawks looking at a 3rd and 11. Clock's going to tick under 1 minute to go in the game. As the clock kind of ticks down, Brad, we've talked about, we want to give credit, first and foremost, Estelline-Hendricks comes into the game. Young team overall, solid team. First half the ball game was close. The second half was more Scotties as far as that go. Just some adjustments made, some things like that. But you know what? They're going to be tough.
They will.
They're gonna come back going forward in the seasons to come. They're going to be a team that you definitely are going to pay attention to.
Yep.
Some great skill kids. Some tough tackling. They're going to be a lot of fun to watch. So a testament and a credit to them as their season is winding down as we get under about 10 seconds to play 4th down. I don't know if they're going to run another play.
This is you can see a couple of seniors for Estelline coming over and hugging the coach, and it's just a tough time when your season's over.
Absolutely,
So kudos to them. Tough team, played a very, very tough ball game. Philip Scotties come out victorious here in the first round, so we'll move on to round number 2 against Ipswich.
Yep, next Thursday night. Yeah, Philip Scotties, Ipswich Tigers coming to town. We'll have another version of Thursday Night Lights.
And we enjoy everybody tuning in, but next week we need the crowd because the whole town of Ipswich is going to be out here. So I know it's going to be a little chilly, but we need a crowd out here cheering for these guys because it's going to be a dogfight.
Absolutely. So if you can make it, be here. If you can't, plan to join us. We really appreciate you. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you, most importantly, to our fans near and far. Joel Spry, Brad Heltzel, Terry Henry. We're signing off for the night. Philip Scotties Live. Have a great night, everybody. Travel safe, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks.
Offering a relaxing, down-to-earth, comfortable car shopping experience. Search online at philipmotors.com or stop by and see their new and used inventory. Philip Motors proudly supports Philip Scotties activities.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing.